evening, everyone, and welcome to Unity of Wilmington. My name is Reverend Dr. Ellen Contenti, and I am one of the co-ministers here. So I really appreciate everybody coming out. I know how busy the night before Thanksgiving can be. How many of you traveled far to come here? Show of hands. All right, we got one hand in the back, and for those of you that are watching online, I thank you and appreciate you for being with us this evening. So we're going to spend the evening just expressing gratitude, and I am so looking forward to this evening with all of you. So we're going to kick it off with our celebration singers, and thank you for this day's spirit.
Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my health, Spirit, thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit, thank you for my health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. Thank you for my life, Spirit, thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit, thank you for my life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life.
Well, actually, Teresa is still on the stage. She's one of our celebration singers. She's going to do the daily word for you.
Okay, thank you. So, the daily word today is joy. And the affirmation is up here, and if you would like to repeat that with me, that'd be great. With so much to share, I give and receive with joy. Being surrounded by abundance gives me a feeling of deep satisfaction, which is only compounded when I share of it generously. The aromas coming from the food cooking in the kitchen, many hands contributing to making a celebratory meal, a table arrayed with all kinds of dishes, and family and friends gathered around the table. These are all the ways to feel the fullness of joy in the presence of God. There is plenty to enjoy and plenty to share. In this place of peace and satisfaction, it is easy to feel the presence of God in the smiling faces and helping hands and quiet joy of everyone who has gathered together. I am content with all I have and share my abundance, love, and joy generously. From Psalms chapter 118, verse 24. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Thank you.
Teresa. So we're going to move into a meditation. So I invite everyone to just get comfortable in your seat. We're going to do a kind of a special gratitude meditation for this evening. So let's, like I said, get comfortable. Close your eyes. Take a nice, long, slow, deep breath. And I want you to just bring all your focus and attention to the breath. So as you inhale, notice the sensations of the breath. As you exhale, again, notice the sensations of your breath as your belly rises and falls. Breathing in, breathing out. And we're going to shift into the practice of gratitude. And we'll start by bringing to mind someone who we really believe has our best interests in their heart. Someone who has extended kindness and support to us. This could be someone we know now or someone from our past. A friend, a family member, a teacher, a colleague. Choose just one person and bring them to mind as though they were seated right in front of you, smiling at you. Imagine them truly wishing you to be happy and fulfilled, for you to have a life that is flourishing. Imagine them beaming this towards you in their smile, in their eyes. And with your next breaths, inhale and draw in that intention of goodness. And silently to yourself, may I be happy, well, and peaceful, feeling the warmth of loving kindness filling your body. And so for a couple more breaths, really take in this wish of well, happiness and joy from this person who cherishes you. And now letting go of the image of this person, notice if in the body there is any emotional residue, feelings of warmth or goodness, ways we can identify what it's like to receive this wish of happiness and gratitude. Just relax into these sensations and feel them for just a couple of breaths. And with this feeling of support and happiness, we can now extend a boost of gratitude to others. Bring to mind someone in your life who could really use an extra boost. A friend, a family member, or a colleague. And again, bring them to mind vividly as though they were right in front of you. And without too many stories or thoughts or ideas, just call upon this experience of wishing this person to be truly happy, fulfilled, joyful. And as you inhale, draw in this intention. And as you exhale, wish this person happiness, fulfillment, and flourishing. And silently to yourself, may you be happy, peaceful, and well. And twice more, inhale, drawing in this intention, and then exhale, sending it out. And release the image of this person. And once again, just notice the sensations in your own body associated with wishing someone else well, generating and extending joy. Finally, bring to mind those in need of loving support all over the world, in every corner, in every nation, practicing every religion, all ages, races, ethnicities, color, gender, and ability. With this feeling of support and happiness, we can now extend gratitude to all of them. And silently to yourself, may they be happy, peaceful, and well. And so let's bring this meditation, this practice, to a close with 3 long inhales and 3 long exhales. Breathing in and release. Breathing in and release. One more breath. Breathing in and release. And bring your focus and attention back to the room, wiggling your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, go ahead and just open up your eyes. My heart is full. How does everybody feel? Yeah. So I'm going to invite Vicki up. And I've got actually, we're going to leave those right over there. Usually we have our candles already pre-lit up on the piano. But tonight, we're going to do the light of hope. So the first candle, we'll light the biggest one first. This light is for the many faiths that have been the foundation of unity and new thought. Christianity and Christ consciousness. Judaism, living by sacred law. Islam, submission to God as the highest calling. Buddhism, loving kindness and compassion. And Taoism, all living creatures living in harmony. The second candle is for unity, for all of us, living by universal spiritual principles. We light the third candle for family and friends, for all their love and support and how they've enriched our lives. We light the fourth candle for our own personal spiritual journey. And the final candle we light for the world to come together in peace. And so let's just take a moment in the light and express gratitude for the many paths that we all get to choose for our own spiritual unfoldment. Thank you, Vicki. All right, so at this time, I'd like to invite up Jill Morrison and Teresa Rodriguez for our first 2 readings.
Hi, everybody. So I'd like to share with you some quotes from some folks that I have a great deal of respect for, and I hope you enjoy them. You might know a couple of these. For me, it was very counterintuitive because I went into research thinking that the relationship between joy and gratitude was, if you are joyful, you should be grateful. But it wasn't that way at all. Instead of practicing, gratitude invites joy into our lives. That was Brené Brown. The next one's a little bit longer. What you focus on expands, and when you focus on the goodness in your life, you create more of it. Opportunities, relationships, even money flowed my way when I learned to be grateful no matter what happened in my life. I live in a state of exhilarated contentment, fueled by a passion for everything I'm committed to. My work, my colleagues, my home, my gratitude for every breath taken in freedom and peace. And what makes it sweeter is knowing for sure that I created this happiness. It was my choice. Being grateful all the time isn't easy, but it's when you least feel thankful that you are most in need of what gratitude can give you: perspective. Gratitude can transform any situation. It alters your vibration, moving you from negative energy to positive. It is the quickest, easiest, most powerful way to effect change in your life. Every morning when I open my curtains for that first look at the day, no matter what the day looks like, raining, foggy, overcast, sunny, my heart swells with gratitude. I get another chance. That was Oprah Winfrey. One more, and this is my favorite. Let gratitude be the pillow upon which you kneel to say your nightly prayer, and let faith be the bridge that you build to welcome good. And that was Maya Angelou. Thank you.
So this is Gratitude Thoughts by Jack Cornfield. With gratitude, I remember the people, animals, plants, insects, creatures of the sky and sea, air and water, fire and earth, all whose joyful exertion blesses my life every day. With gratitude, I remember the care and labor of 1,000 generations of elders and ancestors who came before me. I offer my gratitude for the blessing of this earth I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the measure of health I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the family and friends I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the community I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the teachings and lessons I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the life I have been given.
So I'm going to invite our celebration singers to come back up. And they are going to sing Blessings to the World.
I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. Be a blessing to the world.
Song before. That was absolutely beautiful. So it is my honor to invite up your speaker tonight, my cohort and co-minister, Dr. Herbert Harris. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you.
Wow. Gratitude service. Thank you so much, everyone. That song, y'all put something different in that song. I mean, wasn't that a beautiful song? Yeah. Karen Zucker. Well, it was great. I keep threatening to sing, and that's when I'm going to learn that. Yeah, I think I can sing that. Well, thank you, everyone, for being here on Thanksgiving Eve. You know, we never think of Thanksgiving Eve. We always think of Christmas Eve, because I guess Thanksgiving Eve, everybody's cooking. So we're cooking up a spiritual meal here tonight. Thank everyone who put it on. Ellen, Jose, the whole team, everybody. Let's give them a hand because it just came together beautifully. You know, Thanksgiving is a time that, this is the first Thanksgiving that we've not been with the family and the grandkids and everybody because Sandra's been ill. We haven't been going out. And so it's like not a real Thanksgiving because we didn't do the normal things. But this service was special because it really gave us a chance to come together. And Thanksgiving is such a time that we often remind ourselves of being thankful. I think of the first Thanksgiving with the Pilgrims and the Indians and everybody really giving just thanks for the harvest, thanks for the food, and being thankful for life's blessings. But when I really think about where we are right now, we're like in a world that's coming out of pandemic, a world that's, where people are just so disconnected, and there's so much stuff in the universe that it really says that we need Thanksgiving more than ever. We need the connection. I think we talk about the food, but really I think the essence of Thanksgiving is the connection, people coming together. And food is just a part of the process. Oops. Okay. I remember falling off of a stage once, but I was cool. I did it. I got up like, hey, hallelujah. Like this was part of the plan. I tell you, whatever you do in life, be grateful. So as I thought about Thanksgiving in this era, and when there's so much division, I really thought about the main thing to be thankful for is to be a human being. That right now, in so many instances, it seems that the world has forgotten that we're all human beings, bound and connected to each other. And, when we read the scripture in Genesis, man was created with such a special talent, and that special humanity is really backed up by the second commandment. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And so when we think about this idea of Thanksgiving and do unto others and how do we bring harmony in the world, I want to look at Thanksgiving as an action word. That it's not, we're grateful, but there's a whole lot of responsibility with being grateful. The fact that good things have happened to us, the fact that we have things to be grateful about, really gives us another obligation to do more. So to look at Thanksgiving as an action word. And there are three aspects of it. First, to give back. And one of the beautiful things about unity is giving back. You notice every time in the library, we're always giving back to the diaper raffle. I kind of forgotten about diapers. Kids are so long in the past, they still use them. Okay? Or the canned foods. And so this idea of giving back really as a measure of your bounty. And it doesn't matter that you're rich or poor. They were talking about giving, how giving is so important to the beholder. When Nixon was president, one person gave him $50,000 and another guy gave him $500. The guy who gave him $500, he gave an ambassadorship. The guy who gave him $50,000, he gave him a cup. Now that might not sound right, but it was when he gave. When the guy who gave him $500 gave it at the time that Nixon was at his lowest point. The $50,000 he gave when he was riding high. And so this idea of giving back is to give without expectation of return. Give because the world needs it. Give because the need is there for everyone. The second aspect of Thanksgiving and action Thanksgiving is to spread gratitude. Find ways to appreciate others. We're so busy thanking God for our own blessings, but there are a lot of people that they don't have anybody to thank. They may not have blessings. And sometimes when you can look at a person and share appreciation, you say, thank you. You're doing a good job. Thank you. You're a good person. Praise raises people up. And so in our bounty and our Thanksgiving message, let us spread gratitude. Let us say, I'm proud of you. Let us say, congratulations. Let us say words of praise that lift people up. Sometimes that may be the only praise they hear, and you'll never know when you give that praise, it might be just at that moment that they need it. When you let people know how much you appreciate them, they never forget it. Someone once said, I may not remember what you said, I may not remember how you said it, but I remember how you made me feel. And so that idea of spreading gratitude may be just the message, the healing message for a person who needs it. The third aspect of gratitude is pay it forward. And I've heard that, that is, I love that movie, about paying it forward. It was such a profound movie, and you could watch it at different levels in your life, and you see a whole different thing about it. And sometimes the pay it forward, I was going through the McDonald's, and I had my music jamming, and when I got up to the window, the lady said, the person ahead of you paid for your lunch. And I, wow, So that's an aspect of paying it forward. But it's also a more profound aspect that when you pay attention to people, that idea of paying it forward kind of has, to me, an impersonal part to it. I'm behind her in the car. She didn't know who I was. I guess she saw me making all these, noises, and my music might have been a wee bit loud. I've been accused of being hard of hearing. They're like, man, can you hear me? I'm like, what'd you say? But this idea of paying it forward is something to think about, not just right now, but as we go through the year, we'll meet people and we'll see people and we'll say, man, that person is doing a good job. It may be a mom with 4 or 5 kids and single parent, and she's struggling. It may be a coworker who's not gotten the promotion that he's earned. And so this idea of paying it forward, the thought of, is to keep a thankful mind all the time. Don't just wait for Thanksgiving to be thankful, but to keep a thankful mind all the time and pay attention. Pay attention to people who need you. Pay attention to people who need that word of praise, that word of upliftment. When you pay attention to the good that people do, when you pay attention to the work that they've done for themselves and for others and acknowledge it, wow. So these 3 keys, I think, to give us an action-filled Thanksgiving can make Thanksgiving more like a seed than just words and blessing. That whatever we've been granted and all that we're thankful for is a seed that we radiate to the universe, to other people. That we touch other people in their moment of need. And so, number 1, be thankful. Not just for what you've received, but what you have the capacity to give. Everyone can walk out here and see somebody who needs, and they just need a smile. Have you ever smiled at someone and, man, it's like you made their day? That's all they needed. So it's beyond money. Tommy made us a cake. Tommy, I got to thank you for that cake. That thing made Sandra feel like she could get up and walk around. I'm going to tell you, Tommy baked us the most beautiful cake, and I am so thankful. I appreciate that. Thank you, my friend. Give Tommy a hand. He's a great cook. I mean, when somebody says, I'm going to make you a cake, you go like, yeah, sure, thank you. But man, when he bought it and had it all neatly wrapped, I took it home and it was done. So thank you. So be thankful for all that you received, and be thankful for it, because now use it as a measure of your capacity to give back, to share with others. Give back. Always be in that giving mode to contribute to other people. And I don't like the idea of people who are less fortunate. Just people who need. There are a lot of rich people who need attention. You have this idea, give to people at their point of need. Share that special gratitude. Find ways to uplift people. We've been blessed with a lot of good stuff, but give that word of encouragement, that congratulations. We do it for the kids. Good job. Jill works with the kids so beautifully. I mean, they come out skipping, you know. And these days, when kids can come to church and come out skipping, you've done something. But give that thing that people need, that uplifting message. And then finally, just pay it forward. Be aware of other people's needs. Not just pay it forward impersonally, but be aware of other people's needs and do what you can with no expectation of return. Just do it because you can feel them at their point of need. So let us close out together. Let us stand. Let's do some affirmations and wrap this idea up. I hope this gave a feeling for Thanksgiving, that we can go out and now do the verb of Thanksgiving. So I'll say the affirmation. You can repeat after me. I am thankful.
I am thankful.
I give back.
I give back.
I spread gratitude.
I spread gratitude.
I pay it forward.
I pay it forward.
Knowing that the word, deeds, and feelings will touch somebody at their point of need. Give yourselves a hand. You may be seated. Thank you. Wow.
Well, let's give Dr. Herbert another round of applause. I asked him to keep it short because he can, if you hear him on a Sunday, he's pretty long.
Did I do it?
You did an amazing short message. And it was a perfect segue because we're moving into our offertory, and we, as you all know, right, churches don't just support themselves, they are supported by each and every one of you. But tonight, not only are we asking that you continue to support our church, but we are going to pay it forward. So I'm going to be walking through with a basket, and I invite you to take one of our blessing stones.
Beautiful.
All right.
And so as we prepare for the offering, just let us be centered for one moment in the knowledge of the gifts that we have been given and the sharing of your gifts with this church to help us lift and build and touch people at their point of need. Let your giving be a never-ending cycle of increase and enjoyment, bringing health, happiness, love, success, prosperity, and all good things to those we touch. So it is.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful.
Song more and more. Laney, I think, once we got it the way we needed to have it, it worked really well. So thank you, singers, for doing a great job. You all have uplifted that song, and you all were singing along very well. You act like you knew the song, right? Let's take a deep breath for a moment and let it out slowly. And we give thanks for this blessing. We know that it was given in love. We know that it was given from your bounty and given to us with a charge to make this church a great church, to make this church an oasis the darkness of the world, bringing light to all who need us, all who choose to live the life of good, God, and abundance. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you.
All right, so we have 2 more readings for you. So I'd like to invite up Richard Walsh and Lisa Keating.
Keep my, oh, this is yours.
Okay.
Well, good evening. It's wonderful to be here with you. I've been asked to share the Iroquois prayer of thanksgiving. We return thanks to our mother, the earth, which sustains us. We return thanks to the rivers and the streams, which supply us with water. We return thanks to all herbs, which furnish medicines for the care of our diseases. We return to the moons and the stars, which have given us their light when the sun was gone. We return to the sun that has looked upon the earth with a beneficent eye. We return thanks to the Great Spirit, in whom is embodied all goodness and who directs all things for the good of her children. And we say together, and so it is.
On gratitude. You cannot be grateful and bitter. You cannot be grateful and unhappy. You cannot be grateful and without hope. You cannot be grateful and unloving. So just be grateful.
You. Well, I'm going to invite Dr. Herbert back up on stage with me. And we want to thank you for coming out on the eve before Thanksgiving,
Yes.
Thanksgiving Eve. But like you said, we don't say that.
No, no.
That's not something we usually say. And I know many of you probably want to get home and finish cooking and prepping and doing all that good stuff that we do. But we do want to just take a moment and just let you know that we will be here on Sunday. So we hope you come back on Sunday. Our service is at 11 o'clock, and I will be speaking. The lesson is grateful and thankful. So we will continue this theme of gratitude through the rest of November. I almost said December, because you speak first 2 Sundays in December. Do you
Yes.
know what your talk titles are?
I can't remember them, but they're coming. That's like a test, you know. It's good. I know it. I know that.
They're always good. They're always off the charts. So you want to make sure to be here actually every Sunday.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
And for those of you that are watching online, wherever you are in the world, because I know there's folks in Denmark and all over the world that are watching our service, so thank you for that. And we're going to finish with our prayer for protection.
Yes.
So you can read along with us. Yes. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God upholds us. I am the love of God.
The power of God protects us. I am the power of God.
The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Namaste, and have a beautiful Thanksgiving, everyone. Give yourselves a round of applause.